Just like the thumbnail says, get your house in order now. Things are not going great in the world, guys, and everything's getting more and more expensive. You need to start putting food away because the food that you buy now is insurance for the future, for your family's future. That food storage should be as less expensive as possible. I found a way to do it, and I want you to pay attention. There's a company out there called Packed Fresh USA that has got a tremendous deal right now where you can actually get these Mylar bags, this pack of 100, they call this their box set, for 50% off. I'll leave a link below. You guys can do what you want to do with your own money. What I've got here is a mini bag sealer. I'm going to give this sucker a good try out, so stick around for that. We're going to go ahead and open the box. This actually came with it. It talks about the company, the oxygen absorbers, and exactly how to do the process of either using bags or buckets. So there's kind of like a little bitty instruction manual inside here. Then they also give you one of the things here too. It's kind of, I might actually change the graphic on this, bring it up a little closer for you guys, or maybe like snap and there it is. But it actually shows the absorption rates. And there are a few videos out there. There's a guy that actually tests different products, and he had actually tested the absorption rate on these, and he did an absorption rate of, or the 300 cc absorption rate, and it was over 600 cc's of absorption. So the oxygen absorbers that they're using inside their product are well above standards. If I sound a little raspy, that's because I'm in a giant kitchen, an actual functioning country kitchen on a table that's over 200 years old, and I've got that thing that we cannot speak of. So moving forward, we're going to set the instructions over here. We're actually going to open the box up. This came to me care of UPS. All right, so we've got some more information here. It looks like it's same to the one. They clearly want to make sure that you get your information. Okay, that's good. What do we got here? Got a thank you note. Okay, that's cool. We've got the bags that are in here and sealing instructions that have a little barcode there that you'll be able to use if you get confused. We've got some labels. I kind of like these labels because they have the little blue. They're not the paper labels that you get from other companies. It's kind of neat. I think I like these. And then this one comes with different levels. This is 300 cc, 300 cc, 300 cc, 300 cc, 100 cc, 100 cc. These are big. 500 cc. I like that. What are these? These are the 100 cc. 500. 500. Next thing is the Mylar bags. These are the pint-sized bags. These are 7 mil. These are feeling pretty good here. Okay. So we've got the quart size. I'm sorry, the pint sized, and then we've got the quart size. There should be 30 of these. Yeah. Well, it's like a deck of cart. You got those, and then you've got, there's still some more in there, and then you've got the gallon size, which I use a lot of, which most of everything that I do is in the gallon size. So you can see these are some pretty stout bags. Kind of surprised. Okay, so we're going to be using these on some pinto beans, and we're also going to be doing them on some spaghetti to see what happens. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit. All right, so we'll start with that scale that I was trying to show you earlier. And I might just throw a graphic up here so you can see it. It says here that a container size is, we're going to use the 1 quart on the pinto beans because I don't like to put all the beans in one package. So I can put them out in basically serving sizes. And then 1 quart of pinto beans is 100 cc's. We'll probably end up doubling that just to make sure. First things first, I always want to make sure that I have a funnel that I can use. It just makes it easier to control what you're pouring into the bag unless you're going to scoop things into the bag, which is a much slower process. And then I also just get myself a set of utility shears so that I can cut off a corner of the bag and just use that to pour it into the funnel into the bag. All right, so let's get this party started. We're going to start off with the pinto beans. We've got all our supplies. We've got our bags. We're going to just loosen these suckers up a little bit. We're going to start with the first one. I'll do some time lapse here so you guys aren't watching me fill these bags forever, but it shouldn't take that long. So let's get into it. Like I said before, I'm just going to cut off the corner of the bag. That pinto bean doesn't want to live. There we go. We're just going to cut off that corner of the bag, making it big enough to be able to pour with. I'm going to grab our Mylar bag. Put our sneak peek. Guys, like, follow, subscribe. Do it now. Don't wait till the end of the video. Funnel on it. Kind of pinch that off and hold it. And you'll know, once you start to pour this, you'll start to figure out the mechanics of it. It's really not that difficult. I'm going to kind of hug it. Hopefully I'm actually in the shot. You still can't see, can you? There we go. I'm going to fill this up to what I think is almost the top. And these bags can be a little tricky. And you can just make huge messes. It's getting harder and harder to keep things in the shot. There we go. All right, I think that's more than full enough, and that'll give me some room to actually seal this sucker up. Okay, so we're going to set this to the side. We're going to do it all over again. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the mini bag sealer out. We're going to give that sucker a shot. It's actually a pretty simplistic device. We're just going to go ahead and plug it in and turn it on and let it warm up. Now what I've noticed is the actual on and off switch is kind of unique, that it's inside. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. It's actually inside the device, so it won't get in your way. We're going to go ahead and plug this in, let it warm up, and go from there. While we're waiting for that to heat up, we'll just set it to the side. We're actually going to do a small, one of the 1 pint bags of the black beans. That's right, I only paid 50 cents for those. Ha ha! We're going to put them right there inside of there, and hopefully they fit. And that's why I use a funnel. We're going to set these over here with these guys because we're going to seal those up as well. I got to clean this mess up. Okay, so the way these are packaged up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 100 cc's. These are the less commonly used ones, but I'm just going to use more of them than you would normally use. I'm probably going to go, there should be 10 in here, so I'm probably going to go 3, 3, 2, 1. And that should take care of the quart and the pint size. Now it's time to seal these puppies up. All right, here we go. I'm going to start with the smaller bag because I think it's going to be easier to manipulate with this little hand sealer. There may be too much stuff in this bag for me to seal it properly. It's going to be tight. The key thing to remember is that you don't have to get the air out of these things. You just have to get the oxygen out of them because that's what does the real damage. All right, can you see that down there? Let me move the camera. There we go. And then I'm going to start trying to seal this up as best I can. And we're just going to I'm going to kind of move in here. I think I'm going to start like this. Just trying to get things to stick together. Because what I'm noticing is that it starts to seal it, but it doesn't seal to the end. And so you have to work it in a step process to where you're almost like you're trying to squeeze the air out of a vacuum sealer. And I've noticed that even though the ends don't seal completely, that the bag itself does seal. It's just not to the very edge. All right, I'm gonna do some more right there. I've overfilled this bag, to be honest with you guys, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to see what's happening. It looks like we have made progress. Woo, that's hot. Let's try turning it over this way. Maybe we can seal it up that way. All right. All right, and now we've got a vacuum sealed bag. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the other ones. You know, honestly, guys, this thing is great. This thing is great for quick seals and also for kind of like an on-the-go type of thing. But I think for the larger bags, we're going to break out the big sealer. Give me 1 second. All right, guys, I broke out the big dog. And let's get these bags sealed up. Got our air, we got our oxygen absorbers inside. One. Two. And I've got to adjust that one. Three. There we go. So we've got our pinto beans all sealed up. We're going to go ahead and do this 2 more times. Next, the spaghetti. Okay, so with the spaghetti, I decided to use the 1 gallon bags. These come in 4 1-pound packs. And what I found is that I can do 3 of these, so I'll end up with 3 of these bags. 3 of them will be inside, but what you've got to do first is you've got to cut the corners off of these before you put them in the bag so that when it allows the oxygen absorber to work better. And just of note, hopefully you guys are catching all this. Of note, these have a best use by January 17th, 2025. There you go. And then we're just going to cut the corners off of those right there just so the air can oxygen can get out of that bag. I'm going to set up 3 of these just like this for the sealer. So we're going to do that now. And with these, we're still going to use the 100 cc bags. We'll just throw 3 in one and another will get an extra. It's not a big deal. That way we're not wasting it. And that's what we're going to do. Whee! We're going to put 3, 3, 3, and 4. So we'll go ahead and do that. It doesn't really matter where they go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4 in that one, and we'll do 2 in that one. And that'll be just fine. It doesn't really matter. Overkill is not a problem. So we're just going to get these guys set back up so they're nice and neat again. Get them prepared for the machine. These machines are actually not that expensive, so you might want to look into it. We're going to make sure we don't get into that plastic into the mylar area. And we're going to band seal this sucker right up. Stay. And there we go. I'm going to turn this over because I'm really a stickler when it comes to sealing these bags. I want to make sure that I get, even though sometimes these seals can look a little ugly, they are still functioning. I just like to feel a little bit better about the seal. All right, so there's one thing of spaghetti. And once again, we're going to get these guys flat into the bag, like so. Seal one, give it a second seal, move it over on the bar just a little bit. All right, and then there's two right there. And then this is our single one, with it, or our double. This is only the 2 pounds instead of the 3 pounds. Just realized the camera angle is not so great on this. There you go, and we'll do the second one right now. And there we go, and there's our spaghetti all banded up. All right, let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit, and then we'll start putting some labels on it. I love this, the whole segment where I put the labels on these things and showed them to you. It never got recorded, so it's like I can't do anything about it. Here's what I can tell you. I can tell you that we've got 3, 6, 7, 8 pounds of spaghetti. And we've got, this is probably 2, 4, 6 pounds of, no, I'm sorry, this is total rationed out into, these are 8 pounds of pinto beans. And then we've got this 1 quart of, I'm sorry, this 1 pint of black beans. Just happened to have it. That's the way it came out. Here's what I will tell you guys. Pack Fresh USA, U.S. company. Made in the USA, America. Yeah, 30 years. They've been making these bags for a long damn time. I like the quality of them. I like how they sealed up. I like the price right now. They're 50% off. So if you guys ignore this deal, shame on you. And I know I've been promoting this for a while, but I feel like there's people out there that are not getting the message. The message is clear. We need to be building food insurance for our future because the economy is not getting better. So if you want to know how to get up with these guys, there's a link down below. There's a couple of deals. One's got the sealer, the other doesn't. Do what you're going to do. It's your money. Until the next time, guys, stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye. Yeah, this is a nifty little device. It's very, very hot and takes some practice. As you can see, I'm practicing here. I'm not doing a great job of practicing, but you hold it too long, it'll let you know. It'll tell you, hey, you're doing this. You've been doing this too long. It does take some skill to make this work. So you may want to practice on a couple of bags before you go at it with your actual food bags. It does work. It does definitely work. Ooh, it's hot. Interesting. It's not pretty, but I also think that has a lot to do with me never using one of these before. I've either used my iron for clothes or I've used the bead sealer. Well, hell, even on some Mylar bags I've used the sealer for my vacuum sealer, which is really not too great, but this is getting the job done. I think this is more of a just-in-case device. Now you know that.